At the 2019 World Judo Championships in Japan, in the under 48 kilos final, Bilodid against Tonaki, and it was an interesting one because Tonaki had lost 2 times to Bilodid on previous occasions by ippon. And so she, in front of her home crowd, was determined to go forward and really take the fight to Bilodid. She had nothing to lose at all. Bilodid, she was so young when she won the World Championships for the first time a year previous, and she was defending her world title. And can you believe at such an early age there, that was a lot of pressure on her. Tonaki had her plan. Bilodid had her plan. And Tonaki just really took the fight to Bilodid. Bilodid started to make a few mistakes and she almost came unstuck. This is the final of the under 48 kilos category at the World Championships 2019. Tonaki Funa is in white here, representing Japan against Daria Bilodid, the defending world champion. Such a young age, and Daria Bilodid is defending her world title here. Remember, she was a junior world champion and senior world champion at the last World Championships a year before. And at the same time, here she is now defending her senior world title. And she's against Tonaki Funa. And Tonaki Funa, just to set the stage, if you will, Tonaki Funa, she's beaten twice before, quite convincingly. And this time, it's in front of a home crowd. So Tonaki Funa has nothing to lose here. And she has possibility, of course, of an Olympic berth going to the Olympic Games at under 48 kilograms. Daria Bilodid, she wants to show good form. So here we go. I'll take it out of slow motion. Here we are. And Daria Bilodid will be looking for that big left arm over the top. So although Tonaki Funa is taking a right stance here, she turns it into a left stance. A little bit later on, she is more predominantly left-handed. But Bilodid there looking for that sleeve all the time. Let's just slow it down and just take it back. And you can see here that that Bilodid here looking for that sleeve and then looking for that arm over the back. That's her main play in order to get Tonaki Funa's head down. She wants to dominate. And then, of course, she can attack either with the ouchi or she can do the Soto Makukomi to the front. She's also, of course, remember this, she's got great transition. The best, I think, in the under 48 kilos category. Great transition. And she has that sangaku that she does. Every time they go down, she'll be looking for it. Tonaki Funa knows it. Bilodid and Tonaki had fought before, and Bilodid was the winner on both occasions by ippon. So Tonaki, in front of her home crowd, came out with a plan. And the plan was that if she put this hand forward, because she's left-handed, Bilodid is left-handed, if she put this forward, then Bilodid would just catch the end of the sleeve here and immediately then come to take the arm over the top, which is what she wanted. This big arm coming over the top is key and instrumental to her height and to her whole game plan against a much smaller Tonaki. So what Tonaki did was Tonaki came out with the other foot forward, right hand stance to begin with. But it was interesting because now what happened was Bilodid caught the sleeve here, pulled the sleeve round, caught the back, which is what she wanted, and then fed into the sleeve. Remember, this is what she wants here, so that either she can do the ouchi here, which she caught Tonaki for ippon with, or she can do the Soto Makukomi this way in order to throw Tonaki forwards. The game plan was catch the sleeve, if possible, swing the arm over. This big arm makes the difference because of their height differential. Tonaki knows this, so she opted for this first of all. Catch, pull in, catch, and then she went to work. Bilodid needed this, and that was her game plan. So let's see Tonaki Funa, how she copes with her sleeve being dominated, because sometimes Bilodid will cross grip. She'll use the right arm to catch Tonaki Funa's right arm, and then she'll pull it in and then send that big bomb of the left hand over again. Now you can see here, let's just slow it down, that Tonaki Funa, in all sorts of trouble there, goes to ground. And let's just play it back. Just have a look and see how Bilodid pushes the head of Tonaki Funa down. All right, so she uses her right arm there, and you can see it quite clearly that she pushes her away. It is an attack by Tonaki Funa, but it's a good defense. And then, of course, it is a follow-through directly in there with the Sangaku. Leg in, and she's right on top there, isn't she, for the attack in Newaza. And of course, Tonaki Funa knows this, and she'll be wanting to get out of there. So she's scratching to get out. She'll want to crawl out if she can. That doesn't make any difference because the technique has already started. Bilodid digging in and really trying to get her to ground. If she manages to turn her, then she will get the old-side komi and she'll finish the contest. And Tonaki Funa just manages to get the head out. One of the great things about Bilodid is that she has amazing transition. She has a particular technique, the Sangaku, that she does in Newaza, and she chases it all the time. And what happens is, no matter what situation she forces, as the opponent goes down here, she is immediately into position here, captures the head, and what she wants to do then is force the hold down here for the Osai Komi and the Sangaku. But Tonaki, she knew it. She knew exactly what Bilodid was after this time, and she was not taking the bait, because as soon as she starts to flick over, it's going to be over. But she manages to get her head out and manages to get the mate. For once, Bilodid wasn't able to secure the Sangaku. So, Tonaki Funa's still in the game, has a little look at her coach there and says that I'm going to keep coming forwards and I've got a chance here, because she feels as if she's got a fight. So the fight is on, and you can see that Bilodid just that little bit rattled. It's not all going according to plan, and I've had it in different contests that I've had sometimes. If I've won reasonably easily in other contests, then it doesn't quite work out in later contests, and you get a little bit shocked by it. Just have a look here, how Tonaki Funa here. Tonaki Funa is just managing here to edge Bilodid up. She's actually got her tied up towards the edge here, and we'll slow it down if we can. Look how she puts her under pressure. Arm goes round there. Bilodid just walks out, and it's definitely a Shido penalty for Bilodid. And again, she's under pressure. So she gets the Shido. She certainly doesn't want another Shido, because that will put her under incredible pressure. And you have to ask yourself now, is Tonaki Funa starting to pile the pressure on to try and accumulate more penalties against Bilodid? Obvious tactics. And it's the final of the World Championships, remember, so these tactics will be thought of. So her head is down here, and now we're just going to have a quick look and see what happens here, because this is a massive mistake by Tonaki Funa. And what happens is, and let's play it back just a little bit further. That big arm again, wrong one, let's get the arrow if we can. So this big arm comes over the top here. But what I want you to look at is, and we'll just play it bit by bit, is that Tonaki Funa's head actually looks the other way. So she looks away from Bilodid, and the head here makes an absolute perfect opening here for Bilodid to attack this way. So Bilodid attacks, throws, scores the Wazari, and that Sotomayor there puts her ahead in the contest. Big relief on Bilodid's face there. And at this stage, and body language tells you everything, but at this stage she just wants to slow it all down here, Bilodid, but Tonaki Funa doesn't. So another good attack there from Bilodid, and now just trying to get her to ground. She wants this over. She'd like the contest finish. It will be, it could be, a second world title for her. So again, let's just stop that and let's go back and have a look what happens here. And like I say, the intentions are to put Bilodid under pressure. So Tonaki Funa comes forward, but you could say, did she push? And you could say that possibly a penalty for Tonaki Funa. But you can see here that head down here from Daria Bilodid, and she definitely, and you can see this here and here, her feet quite clearly outside of the area, and the full intention of going outside is to stop Tonaki Funa from scoring. She tries an attack there, the attack went outside of the area, so it's going to be a second penalty up there for Bilodid. Bilodid now is under pressure. Tonaki Funa coming forwards. I think that Tonaki realises early on that she has a chance coming forwards. And she puts Bilodid, who's left-handed, remember, under a lot of pressure. She's pushing forwards all the time, but trying to get an action-reaction, I think, on the edge, ready for the Seoinage. But Bilodid is drifting backwards, which is unusual for her. And on this one occasion here, she comes outside of the area, skips along outside, first penalty awarded. But she never gives up, Tonaki. She's all the time coming forwards here. And for a second penalty, obviously, then it's pressure on for Bilodid. Final of the World Championships. And what happens is, the second time she puts her under pressure here, both her feet go outside, actually. Both feet go outside, and she attacks off it here, goes to ground, but it doesn't make any difference. Both feet went outside. Second penalty, and now Tonaki is thinking, third penalty, it's all over. She will do anything now. She's thinking, well, can I get her a third penalty? But, of course, Bilodid, such a great champion at such an early age, that big arm coming over, she's still dominating the sleeve, tries another Makikomi now, and this is quite interesting. And you could say, well, did she grab the leg just that little bit early? And, of course, Tonaki Funa is attacking there. You can see that she's got the arm underneath, ready for an attack. In Newaza, well, you could ask, is it Newaza? Is it an attempted throw by Bilodid? Because, of course, she's still got the hand here. So it's a possible Makikomi, Soto Makikomi again. She's looking for the same technique. And, well, and then she takes the leg. Is it Newaza or isn't it? The referee said, no, it's not Newaza, it is Newaza, sorry. He's saying that it is Newaza and that it's not in a thrown position. So no penalty is going to be given to Daria Bilodid for that. Remember that another penalty and it would be all over. So she holds on, waits for the mate, and of course, you see the reaction there from Tonaki Funa. She said, well, why couldn't I carry on? But it was a negative situation. Both people were outside of the area, and the technique hadn't actually started. So, of course, mate, and back to the middle. So again, now, Bilodid wants to control the match. She is now under pressure. Very quick up there. And let's just have a little look at this one, because this is a very interesting little exchange here. Because Daria Bilodid is being pressured. And as she's being pressured here, she thinks, I've got to attack. So she attacks. It's not a strong attack. And she doesn't have good grips. So she goes down to ground, but you could say that this hand here was the hand that managed to snap it all off, and the contest should have been allowed to continue. But for me, the main point here is that Daria Bilodid comes immediately into a standing position. She wants to carry on. So no penalty for that. But now look at this. Is this a direct attack or is it a counter? Now, if it's a counter, then it's no score. Because, as you can see here, Tonaki Funa's back makes contact with the mat, and you can't, with a counter, score if your back touches first. But if it's a direct attack, and let's just play this back, because I think that it could have been a direct attack. So Tonaki Funa here stops around about here. She stops the technique of Bilodid, and then looks for the Tanio Tosh, and takes Bilodid over onto two hands. So the two hands here hit the ground simultaneously. Very, very close, and I think that the main point here was whether it was a counter or not, because that, for me, could have been a wazari, and of course that would have changed the whole contest, because Bilodid is winning by a wazari, and that would have evened it all up. She's also under pressure, remember, and that was very close there, wasn't it? On the edge, again under pressure. Tonaki Funa looks at her coach and says, what have I got to do here? But remember that Tonaki Funa is looking for the third penalty. So a lot of the time, if you're looking only for penalties, it's not rewarded. You've got to be looking for technique rather than penalties. Just managing to hold on here. Daria Bilodid under pressure. She'll do anything to take it to ground. And of course, Tonaki Funa, well, she has a quick look up at the clock now. She realizes that she's got to get up, and it's all over. The contest is finished, and a couple of times in there where Daria Bilodid, a little bit fortunate, I think, either not to get the third penalty, and also possibility of a wazari up there for Tonaki Funa. I'm sure that a lot of you will look at this and speculate, and you'll all have your own opinions on it, but it's for you to look at and for you to think about whether that was a score or not, or whether Bilodid should have received a third penalty. Hi there, I'm Neil Adams, former world champion and double Olympic medalist. Now, you might know me from the World Judo Tour as a commentator and now as an IJF referee supervisor. I'm happy to announce my new partnership with Athlete Analyzer as one of their analysts in the new marketplace, where you can find top-level coaches there to help you at any level. I'm looking forward to being a part of your coaching team to help you find your technical excellence and to take you to that next level. Hopefully, the suggestions I give you and your techniques, strategies and execution can help you towards Ippon Judo and total success on the mat. So, I hope you select me to be your technical coach, and together we can give you the power to be more.
Oh, he's done it again! Wow, goodness me, I don't think I've ever seen a technique like it. That's the throw of the tournament.